Yes, all students everywhere, young and old, all students must learn AI skills. They must continue to develop these AI skills. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over the 3 reasons why they must develop AI skills, as well as 3 key AI skills that need to be developed and continually developed. This is very important, and this goes for elementary school kids all the way to university and beyond. So let's get started. Now, first, let's go over the key reasons, meaning, well, why? Why is this so important? The very first one deals with this is our new reality. To be an effective modern citizen means that you know about AI, that you understand AI in general, and that you are developing AI skills. More and more governments are starting to use AI in many different ways to assist with information distribution as well as to help make decisions. All citizens need to be aware that, hey, this AI is here to stay, it's part of our everyday lives, and it's being integrated into everything. So a good modern citizen will be aware of this so that they can push back when needed, so that a modern citizen will see, hey, this is a good thing that AI is doing for society, or this is a bad thing. And then that way effectively push back to government, talk to government, and express their feelings. So a good modern citizen needs to know about AI, needs to be developing AI skills. So that's the key number one reason, that if we're developing our students to be good citizens, then they must develop AI skills. Now, along with that, we have to understand that, hey, we want students to learn in general, to be good, conscientious thinkers, to be good creative thinkers, to be good critical thinkers. Yes, that's for sure. That's part of what education is all about. Along with that, we also need to properly develop the student to be effective in the workforce, to be relevant, to be competitive. And more, it's coming out with different reports, different articles, different surveys that, hey, if you want to be relevant at all in the workforce, in the modern workforce, you need to have AI skills. So that's a key second reason, is that to be relevant and competitive in the workforce, the modern workforce, you need to have AI skills. Key important reason. The economy, money, that's always an important thing. So yes, we have to ensure that, hey, all students need to develop the skills in order to be part of that, in order to be effective and competitive. Now, the final one here is a bit grandiose, but this is also another important realization and an important reason why we must develop these AI skills. And that is that by developing these AI skills, we will have a better capability of enhancing human potential with AI collaboration. The reality is that all of us can now do so much more. We can accomplish so much more if we know how to use AI. The AI is so powerful, so capable, that it can enhance anyone's capabilities. Now, the big thing here is that we still need to become subject matter experts so that we can use the AI effectively and efficiently. But this is a big, big deal that we have to realize now, is that yes, if we can properly collaborate with the AI, we can do so much more. Our potential is greatly, greatly increased. Okay, so those are the main reasons. This is why that's important. Now, let's think about what are the 3 key AI skills that everyone needs to develop, especially our students, so that they can be effective overall. So here are the 3 key AI skills. The very first one, of course, I shouldn't even have to mention it, but the very first one is AI literacy. We all have to have foundational knowledge in order to build upon. And that's the thing, is that most people don't have this initial foundational knowledge. We have to have that so that we can have a good overall understanding of AI. So the AI literacy skills are, of course, understanding that, hey, we have an awareness that AI is there. It's both good and bad. We have capabilities. We're understanding the capabilities of AI, its limitations. It isn't always perfect, as well as developing our capabilities through prompt engineering in order to use it more effectively. And then we have knowledge, meaning that we have knowledge about how AI can be used, good and bad, about terminology, about making sure that, hey, deep fakes are something that we fight against and we are aware of, so as to try to prevent people from being deceived from those type of things. And then, of course, critical thinking, extremely important aspect of AI literacy. critical thinking to understand that yes, there can be bias, there are ethical issues, environmental impacts, avoiding over reliance. These are key things. So that's the number one key AI skill, is to develop AI literacy with all students. Now that we develop that, the second big one is increased personal effectiveness. Effectiveness and efficiencies. If I have AI and I know how to properly use it, and I am that subject matter expert, I can use AI to instantly increase my effectiveness, my efficiencies. I can do things faster. I can do things better. Why? Because I have this AI that can assist me as an assistive tool, as a co-worker, as someone that I can get feedback from, as someone that can go over my information, check things for me, double check things. Again, this is a powerful tool. So that is definitely the second key skill, is developing my uses of AI and understanding how I can use AI in order to increase my personal effectiveness and efficiencies. Very powerful for that. And then finally, the third skill, there's many skills to learn with AI, but I'm giving you the top three here for both of these, the importance as well as the key skills. The third one is enhanced learning skills. AI is so unbelievably powerful in that now I, in essence, have a professor in my pocket. I have a teacher, I have a professor, I have an instructor of anything at any level I now have with me, and I can use at any time for anything. I can ask any question. I can have it explain things to me. I can have it give me examples. I can go through simulations. It is extremely powerful. And here's the thing. I'm talking about how this is extremely important for all students at all levels, but you and I are also students. All people now need to understand that we are lifelong learners, meaning that we are students forever. We need to be okay with that and understand that we need to continually learn. So AI is there to help us. It's always there to help explain things to us. We need to be okay and ready to continually develop, because new tools and technologies will always be coming out. And now I can turn to the AI and ask it directly, please help me learn this. Explain this to me step by step. This is too complicated, make it simpler. And it will do that as many times as we want. It won't get upset, and then it will help us to understand. Now, this is important for all students because this is maximizing my agency as a student. This doesn't mean that I don't need real human teachers. No, there's still social aspects to learning. There's still emotional connections that real, good, effective instructors are there, and that's what they'll provide. Again, we'll always need good, effective teachers in order to create scenarios for us to actually physically go through, for me to learn from my other students, for me to be in an emotional situation where I can perform and display my skills and learn from the scenarios being played out in a classroom. That's always going to be important at different levels for different things. But on top of that, I also have this powerful new AI tool with me. And that's something that all students need to learn. We need to move completely beyond these arguments that we still have as far as, oh, we can't integrate into schools. It's going to have different effects. Yes, there will be good and bad effects that will happen with students, but we need to understand that this is already happening. This is already here. There is no going back. Most of the different surveys indicate that students are already using AI, meaning that 85 to 95% of students are using AI in some way. We need to be pragmatic and realize this is the reality. So we have to teach the skills to the students so that they can use it effectively, efficiently, and ethically. These are skills that they must have to be effective in the modern world. So we have to be proactive with this. We have to help them understand this, to avoid the over-reliance, to avoid issues of thinking that they can just off-put their cognitive processing. No, we have to go beyond that to show them that with the AI, they can accomplish so much more. But unless we frame it in the right way, and unless we come to an understanding that, yes, this is extremely important for all students to continually develop in an ongoing way, then we won't be able to reach the full capability of what we can do with AI. Again, the potential is so much there if we can put this all together, if we can continue to push this understanding that AI is here. We have to develop these skills to use it appropriately and effectively so that we can accomplish so much more, because human potential by working with AI is unbelievable without real limits. So this is an important message for us to continue to develop. So those are my three reasons why this is important, as well as three key AI skills that must be developed for all students everywhere, to include you and me, because now we're all students in this lifelong learning aspect. Did I miss any? What would you change? Do you think there's some other ones that would be more important than my top three as far as why this is important, or even the top three AI skills? I really want to know. Share that in the comments so that we can continue to learn from one another, because this is really important. And remember, learning is for life.